Well, hey everybody, how you doing today? I've got my camera mounted at an angle here. It's just kind of hanging, so it's purposeful because everything's kind of skewed and twisted and everything in this world. Doesn't matter how you look at it, whether you look at things positive or negative, or whether you have a good outlook or a bad outlook. Shit just happens. Life goes on, and here we are as humans. Sometimes we pretend like we know what's going on, and sometimes we don't have a clue. But there is one thing I do know, is that having a good time and joking around is like one of the most important things. Like if you can't laugh at the world and you can't laugh at the state you're in and the existence that we're in, even when I've been in excruciating pain, physical pain, sometimes I've just laid on the floor and just laughed, it just comes out sometimes, just like, what is going on here? And so, being able to joke around a little bit is really important, I think. Everybody has their own way of joking around, and like, for example, I just watched Stray Dog's video where he was nominating my dog for president, and I think that's phenomenal. Except for, we can't use that as an example of joking around because we're actually dead serious about that. After he mentioned that, I'd made a video where I mentioned that my dog wanted to be president. He was going to change the world, and since Lobo decided to go ahead and, you open up a can of worms, Brian. I mean, now we're going to have to start getting campaign flyers going and get donations and everything. It's all about the money. So Juno needs millions and millions of dollars to run. So, when the checks start coming in, then we'll be able to start buying the important things. But really, I'm going to have to get some... there's a little bit of a joke behind, nominating an animal for president, yet at the same time, it's it's kind of a joke nominating anybody for president, isn't it? It's kind of funny to me, but not funny. It's like supposedly the most important leaders of the free world are these, zealots and fools. I guess what it comes down to for me is that I understand that, a politician's put into their place and they don't have a whole lot of choices about, the biggest decisions. For example, a president has to go through Congress, yada, yada, and people can argue back and forth to say the president's responsible, no, the Republicans, no, the Democrats. In the end, it doesn't, what it really comes down to is these are human beings that are using poor judgment and bending their values and what they're willing to say. So in other words, even if a person is forced to go along with the status, say the president, just somebody says, well, he kind of has to go along with what they say. No, he doesn't. He can say whatever he wants. As a free human, you're able to say whatever you want. And this is why I hold people personally responsible for, destroying our environment, destroying our political system, our monetary system. Or you could blame the whole, but really it's these, it's each individual person who makes bad decisions, poor judgment calls. So I think having a dog for president is going to change that paradigm. I think that we're going to finally be able to see that loyalty is really the most important thing. And, when you come to see Juno, when you come to visit him at the White House, he will probably be outside already. I mean, you won't have to try to catch a glimpse of him getting into the limo. He spends most of his time in the yard, and I really think that once he gets into office, you'll see that things don't have to change in order to change. The less decisions that are made, maybe the better. But I do guarantee there will be a bone on every table, and if you're wondering about cleanup, don't worry. I'll be there right behind him scooping. Anyway, I don't know what my point was in this video at all. It's just ramble on about life and dogs and laughter. Clouds today. Just one little patch of clouds there. Contrails, chemtrails, whatever they are. Fuck, I don't know. Other than that, it's a beautiful day. Have a good one.